game number 1 in our grand finals of the grand finals of the grand finals of Unite Rivals. Let's go.
And we have Klaus going up against the almighty Overlord. We have Toonslim against Oblivion. CrisHeroes, actually, I think it's more like Yutao the jungler, because Toonslim has been kind of taking that bot lane attacker role. So him and CrisHeroes share the same role. Yutao, Oblivion, and then we have the tanks. Servus going up against Elo and Megu on the support, most likely. No, wait, Servus is the support, and Megu on the tank going up against Slashcan. I feel like they all flex around their Pokemon, though, depending on what they pick. But yeah, Slashcan with the insta-lock mime. Instant.
Yeah. I mean, I think my Mime is incredibly strong. Mew, obviously, I think is a great first pick. It's something I've been talking about. I really think that teams with Mew just do so well.
And they have 2 excellent Mew players as well. Yutao and... But they actually changed names for us. I just realized. They're now called Yutao and Megu.
Oh,
they've done it. That's their actual names. And they're no longer called Kirito or Asuna or Ram or Rem. They finally have Yutao and Megu. Awesome. And there's a Sableye.
Oh.
There's a Sableye.
That's a really interesting pick. And we're seeing it here in the grand finals. Team finally bringing Sableye out. Ooh, do you want to play Dodrio into a Sableye? It can be very frustrating. But now we have the Tyranitar from Overlord. Will Chris allow it? We'll find out very soon.
I don't know. We will see. I mean, I think it's so 50-50 on how well it does sometimes. It's difficult. It can get bullied just so hard. And they have a Lucario on the other side, right? But of course, Lucario's going to lose late game, but early game is going to be amazing. And there's a Cramorant locked in for, I guess, Toonslim. And I think Yutao is going to take over the Mew. Again, both are excellent Mew players. Toonslim and Yutao are excellent Mew players.
Here we have
2 of the best in Europe. And I do like the Blastoise. I feel like it's always just a good pick.
Yeah, Blastoise has been the star of this tournament, I would say. Not that it's the best Pokemon, but it's the one I didn't expect to come in and do so well.
Yes, I agree.
Even though maybe I'm the star of this tournament. I can't
any interesting head items? We see attack weight weakness policy on Tyranitar being the most played head item combo. Quite interesting. Floatstone, Score Sheet, XP share on the Sableye. Klaus rocking the Muscle Band, weakness, attack weight. So I assume it's gonna be... I mean, it could be with Muscle Band, it could be Power Punch there too. Could be Power Punch, Close Combat. Can also be E-Speed. He does have eject button, so I assume it's gonna be Power Punch, Close Combat.
Can we get a hat check, Chris? How many hats does that Dodrio have down there?
I think it has 3 in different colors.
What? All 3 different hats in a grand final? Is this right? Oh,
have you ever talked about they also have 3 different bow ties?
That's for a new series I'm doing very soon.
All right. All right.
All right.
Grand final is gonna start now, Jake. Let's get it.
Talibobo versus Ascended. The 2 first place teams from their region going at it right here. Toonslim and Megu heading down to this bottom path. Overlord and Slash walking bottom. It's so crazy because you could be watching a world championship match right now. You literally could be watching teams that go up at Worlds. That's so nuts.
And Servus looking for the invade right here. Ascend is actually just already done with the wrap up. They give it over to the Slowpoke. Very common now to give it over to your support or your defender towards the top pass. So they're just very strong on this early game. And he's looking for it, so Oblivion is pulling into the tall grass. Can he go for this last? He's just going to be annoying. Even if he just wastes time, he's totally happy. He has XP shown. He's getting experience over time. He doesn't really care if he's going to, die here or get the buff anyways. As long as he wastes time off this Dodo, he's totally happy. Oblivion just knows. He can't do much about it. He has to chase him away. Samus just turns around again, looking for the jungle invade again. Okay, now he's going to head towards top path.
That was some excellent invasion stopping there by Oblivion. Just played perfectly, but makes it all the way to the top path. CrisHeroes in trouble, taking a boost and taking that Electro Ball, just making it back in time right onto that goal right there. I mean, it was a great invade, but honestly, Oblivion crushed it. That was an awesome defense of that invade.
Yeah, he did lose off time, but he didn't lose his buff, and he just get level 5. He picks up the drill pack that he's been playing, and Megu's getting locked up by the confusion against the light screen. Can they get this KO? Oblivion's looking for it, but no, he gets back to the goal just in time thanks to the focus. But they're going to score a lot of points, though. 16 going for the Dodrio, 17 for the Warthog, 7 for Mr. Mime. And they're going to start doing things up or bottom path. First point scored of this match. And Servus invading, though, again.
Once again, we have this invade. Oblivion here to stop it. Missing the drill peck right there. Zervis actually able to get this. And now that it's level 4, it can just disappear at will. Makes it a lot harder. CrisHeroes in trouble right here. His health getting pretty low. I believe it still has its focus band. We'll have to see. Maybe it's trying to bait out that Sableye and see if it'll
and he gets baited.
Its focus band. Oh, Zervis. All
He
right.
turns invisible. It's so ridiculous. And they look for him, but they find him. And there we go. There's the drill pick. They find the Sableye. I shouldn't even know how he turned invisible there. It's so ridiculous, this Pokemon. You don't even understand sometimes. Klaus with the Power Punch. There we go. Has the Power Punch. Going to secure this bunny. And Sableye does go down, though. But again, he's just wasting time. In the end, he doesn't really care too much if he goes down as long as he's wasting time.
And there we go. Ascended. Cleaning up a little bit of that here. Talibobo getting ready for this fight here at 7 minutes. We got about 40 seconds until it. And highest level on the team for Talibobo actually on the Mew right now.
Yeah, on the Mew. So level 7. He took both of the buffs. He's kind of the jungler for their team, right? So he took over the jungle. Already almost level 8 now. He's going to do a lot of damage. Mew with highest level does a lot. He has Electro Ball, and it's a great counter again to the Dodrio. We've been talking about it. Electro boost auto attack can't be dodged by Dodrio. It always chunks it to half HP almost instantly.
Now here we have a fight actually breaking out over these birds right now. 10 seconds until the bottom Reggie spawns. 2 members of Ascended still on the top path. It looks like they're sending down the Slowbro, but they might be keeping the Tyranitar there top so it can get enough experience to finally evolve. Dodrio having to reset and come down right here. It looks like Sableye just looking to see exactly where every member of Ascended is. Massive solar beam onto the side of Ascended from the Mew. Slash getting pushed back. We've got the power swap there as Slowbro is taking a lot of damage here. Oblivion just doing some spins, looking for a play here with its Drill Peck. Not taking that boosted attack right there, as now it is running in with the Drill Peck. Misses a lot there. Huge Electro Ball catching 3 members of Ascended right here. Cram chipping in with some damage. Snorlax actually goes down here. Slash in a lot of trouble. Dodrio in a lot of trouble, but it picks up a KO. Regice is getting very low right here. 2 members from both teams. Toon trying to chase out a KO on Overlord, but he's not able to make it happen.
He's so
on a
close to
massive
level 9.
Wow, massive Scald takes down Toon. And here we go. Mew does have its Unite move. No, actually doesn't have its Unite move. I guess it already used it in this fight. Regice getting very, very low and stolen by the Solar Beam. Picks up the Blastoise with it.
And he gets the Reggie, he gets a KO as well. That was so tragic for Toon, though. He was so close to level 9, but Utah was able to save it with the Mew. I mean, they just can't do it. They don't have any last sitting, right? And they couldn't zone out the Mew. Solar Beam has so much range, and he gets it super, super easily. Now Toon is also level 9, looking for this bottom push. 30 actually going for Sableye, 14 for Snorlax, closing the point gap by a tiny bit. And they're only 2 points behind now, but of course, experience-wise, they're currently ahead. When it comes, they already have a 10 Mew, but Cramorant gets taken down. Toon Slim gets caught by the Dodrio. And we saw this Oblivion Dodrio is very, very strong. He's been playing Drill Peck Jump Kick quite a lot, and he's very, very good with it.
Yeah, he's incredibly good with it, but he does have a few hard counters on the side of Talibobo. When I see a Sableye on the enemy team, I almost just always want to play Agility when I'm playing Dodrio because I just need something to stop all of those stuns. Slash looks like he's taking the Snorlax for a walk for a second there. Almost had the Sableye earlier. Massive Drill Peck. That's a double KO for the Dodrio as it picked up the Sableye behind there as well. And now they are scoring. I don't think a big overcap right there for Ascended, but they have broken this bottom goal.
Dodrio with a mistake right there, picks up more coins, and he's gonna finish off the goal, I think on accident. I don't think he realized he picked up more coins there. And yeah, no overcap there for Ascended, but it's hopefully not gonna matter too much. Power Punch goes in onto the Slowbro. Can they finish him off? Another Power Punch is there, but it wasn't charged up, so it doesn't really do a lot of damage. Visually, he's at half HP. Kyrus is trying to defend it with the Tyranitar, and they should be do so. There's another Solar Beam flying through. Lutao already level 11 now, has the Solar Beam Plus, which gives him cool reduction every time he hits an opponent. Up to level 10, so he can start dealing a lot of damage. And we have Dodrio currently invading. He might be getting caught, though. Oh
wow, yeah, Dodrio getting very low. Mew trying to chase this down right here. Actually still chasing it into that central area, getting pushed back a little bit here. We see the Tyranitar running down. That Tyranitar on a leash, that power swap T-Tar is very, very difficult to deal with. You saw them defending that tier 1 against many, many members of Talibobos. We have the objective up here. Looks like a little bit of a rip happening. We've got a close combat onto it. Klaus getting ready for it. Snorlax just throwing this Unite move right here. Regice is getting very, very low. Toon with a big Unite move getting stomped out by the Tyranitar. Very, very close and secured, I think, by the Lucario.
Yeah, he gets it.
Snorlax.
No, what?
Snorlax. I don't even know how
Snorlax gets the
happened.
Regice? Or gets the Reggie? I have no idea how he got it, but they're chasing him down, but he's gonna just walk away. I don't know how he got it in all this mess, but is able to. So Heavy Slam looks in. They're looking for Blastoise, but Overlord seeing so much damage right now. The block is gonna give Snorlax a shield. Also, Focus being procced. And Overlord's probably just gonna ward it away right here. He's gonna ward it away, and the Pipe might break out on top side.
Man, these fights have been so good already. It's just amazing watching players of this level fight each other. Massive unite there from Slowbro. Going to be able to use it early. They know that they'll be able to get it back for their final fight, so they just want to pick up a KO there. Slash getting picked off right there, however, by Toon, as this Cram's going to keep jumping in. The Confuse Ray on the Slowbro. Are they able to get this? Nice Solar Beam right here, but Slowbro is so incredibly difficult to KO as Tyranitar gets in their faces. Tyranitar getting extremely low. The Confuse Ray, and it goes down, and so does Sableye.
Yeah, he just gets Sableye, but still, that's a win for Talibobo, taking on the Tyranitar. That's one of the most important members of Ascendant being down. Of course, Sableye is also very important because it provides so much vision. And CC, Toon Slim diving in again. He's level 30 on this Cormorant somehow now, just silently getting so much experience. I actually don't even know from where he got level 30, if I'm going to be honest. So he's going to do a lot of damage in this late game as well. With the dive air slash build, Heavy Slam is going to miss. They're just kind of looking for something. Oblivion is circling around bot with that Dodrio on 50 points. He's the highest level, I think, 13.5 most likely right now. Tyranitar still farming a bit. He's going to pick up those buffs. Megu jumping in onto the Slowbro, but the block is going to miss. And Talibobo's working on this Regieleki.
This Regieleki just getting down to half right here. Looking for the possible secure here for one of these two teams. Big pickup from the Scald, bro. Scald gets a lot of secures right there. You expected it was going to be something else, but it is the Scald. As this fight's happening at 208 right now, Chris, this actually could turn into the Rayquaza fight. They're pushing this in right now. The question is, yes, they're waiting for it. They're going to hold it. Here comes 100 points from Dodrio, and now Ascendant is up 236 right now. They might have been able to have more points, you're right, as they are walking as a unit with a Tyranitar. Huge Unite move onto the Cramorant. That's a member down, and they are starting this Rayquaza, pushing this advantage right here, seeing what they can do, peeling off right now when they see that this Snorlax is coming in.
Are hitting multiple targets over and over again. They're taking so much damage just from this Mew alone. Another Solar Beam hits. The old chunk gets the 4v5, but Talibobo somehow is able to just win it off of those Solar Beams from Yutao. Lucario Knight flies through. Heavy Slam is going to land onto Blastoise, and the Heavy Slam is going to take out the other defender. They're also getting blocked into the Rayquaza pit by the Mr. Mime right there, and they're all super low right now. This might just be a reset. Yutao is still just being so annoying. Electro Ball lands, maybe into a boost auto tech onto the Dodu. Another Electro Ball lands. They're so low. Tyranitar with Unite move now, but Toon has the Crown Unite. He's going to take on the Tyranitar. 3 down for the Ascendant, and Talibobo can go for this Rayquaza now, Jake.
This is amazing. Talibobo looking for this secure. We do have the Scald Bro walking around the top, seeing if there's something they can do. Blastoise coming in, but it might be too little too late. Can it make it in time? It is here. Blastoise here, but not able to secure. That's the Lucario with a massive secure there for Talibobo as they are running to score right here. We're going to get 100 into this top goal. Snorlax looking to get another 100 in. That's going to be a win, I think, here for Talibobo in game number 1.
Yeah, there's no way it's going to come back from this. There is just no way. Sableye even letting Mew go there because he might sneak into the base, but he's up against the Tyranitar. But there are only 30 seconds left. They make it to the left side. And Talibobo, after this Mew Solar Beams, are going to take the first map. They were huge. He landed like a 5-man Solar Beam, almost having an instant reset. And thanks to the cooldown reduction to another 4-3-man Solar Beam, and just almost KOing Ascendant on its own. So yeah, Mew. That's why Mew is so popular.
Mew, incredible work there. Talibobo taking game number 1 off the world champs. What a match. What a match.
Honestly incredible. That was so back and forth the entire time. And I thought after that Toon getting caught, it looked so bad for Talibobo. He just was alone. He got Slowbro Unite moved. But the Yutao was able to just bring it back. He probably did a lot of damage this game.
Oh, yeah. Let's take a look here. I feel like Mew was on it, really on it here. Sableye wins also, something I noticed, you know, just a really difficult Pokemon to deal with.
Mime and Urshifu being banned. So they're going to first pick Blissey or Scyther or Mew. I guess those are the they were only playing against this Mew again. It decided last match, and they're like, nope, no thanks, please, don't do it again. So it opens up a Scyther and a Blissey for Talibobo, which also always very scary. So, but it's just so hard to make these decisions between these OP Pokemon.
But they get to counter right now. They can grab the Slowbro, which is a great counter for this Scyther, and then they can look for their next Pokemon, which is maybe just Oblivion back on that Dodrio. Ooh.
And I'm probably scared of maybe Eldegoss being picked away. So
yeah,
double support can happen, right? It can happen.
Yeah, definitely.
We still haven't seen Ninetales. Toon Slim hovering the Ninetales, but we just don't see it in Europe. We just don't. It's very difficult, especially to Mew. You just get poked, and Toon Slim going back onto the Mystic Fire Sylveon with that Master Band, Rapid Fire Scar, Focus Band. I mean, it's a decent counter to Mew, right? It can just jump into Mew's face and just start damaging it, and then Mew also does less damage back to the Sylveon.
Do we see Tyranitar? Oh, an Overlord bringing out the Zoroark.
Exactly. Going back into that Pokemon. Also showing that he can late, and we have a Glaceon last pick. So the double EV team comp for the side of Talibobo. Interesting. Do we like the Glaceon here? I guess we probably do. I think it's always a good I think it's always a good Pokemon, let's be honest.
It's always a good Pokemon. That's the thing about Glaceon. It's always good. It is always good. And I think they're going to be able to get a decent amount of experience early. So that's nice. And then they can feed everything else over to Klaus. Overlord, on the other hand, did we get to see Overlord Zoroark yet? Oh, we did yesterday, right? We did for a game, I think.
We did. He was also looking good on it.
Nice. This is going to be awesome.
All those innate Zoroarks are great. The only promise, it depends on the server they're on. Could always be a bit risky to pick. But he probably knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I think the only thing that's really risky is Night Slash Zoroark.
Oh, that's true. Actually,
I think Night Slash on Ping is impossible, but Feint probably a lot more playable.
Are we heading into match number 2? Players are loading to the match. Oblivion this time on Mew. Can he do the same that Utah did last game? That's the question.
We're gonna find out. Normally we'd see that multiple members of Talibobo really comfortable with that pick. So that's not only a great pick for Ascended, but also kind of denying them one of their best Pokemon there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but Toonstem and Sylveon are also very annoying. He's just playing these like mages right now that have a lot of mobility, are very good on its own, and he just silently does its job, right? He just does damage here and there. He does damage, presses Unite move, and but last game I have to say it didn't look too great. So this game maybe he's gonna get caught a bit less. Servus has to run away with the X speed here, tries to go for the last hit, and Klaus is here on top of it with the scythe. They're looking for this last, and they're gonna get it. Overlord's gonna go aggressive right here. Klaus is gonna exchange some damage, but no casualty is going to happen. Slash Connection with the X attack, very aggressive. That's a very aggressive Edigos, and he might just get a kill right here. Klaus might just fall, but he doesn't have vision. He lost vision.
I don't often see Slash, I feel like, on something that's not a Blissey or Mime. So this is really interesting seeing them play this Eldegoss pick right here. Curios making it to the top path right now. We also have Utah, the Glaceon up here in the top path. We could have a little fight break out in about 5 seconds here because they're both going to be looking for these birds. The Altaria is spawning right now. Slash pushing themselves a little far forward. Klaus trying to pick up a lot of that. Looks like they got a lot of it as they now just got their level 5.
Yeah, Slash is still missing out on Edigos, but so Servus. Actually, the supports are literally the same amount of experience. They both just need one more thing to take over to level 4. And if you don't know, Pokemon that have to evolve have to be part of a last hit to evolve. They can't evolve over time. They need to either be part of a KO, a takedown, an assist somewhere, or a last hit for them to evolve. It's like a weird mechanic they have in this game. Or a score, They can't just go it over time. That's what this green HP bar is. Like, the green XP bar is just passive experience they gain over time that they're still gonna get after evolving.
Overlord now level 5 here. Let's see if they can make a play here. Here comes the feint. Moving in. Yes, big play, but not able to take it down. Obviously, Blissey, he just has way too much health. Klaus coming back in, trying to make something happen here. We're going to get the resets on the feint as they push back towards this goal. Curios walking top right now. Glaceon having to come top. Here comes Toonslim on the Sylveon right now. Slash going to get punished and get KO'd right here. And so is Zoroark. Nice rotation from Talibobo, really shutting down that play from Ascendant.
Huge gank by Talibobo. They get 2 free KOs onto Ascendant, and they're also going to score 30 points, 13, maybe 27 for the Sylveon. Chiara's trying its best to defend, but only Jupiter. He bought enough time at least, so that Sylveon doesn't get the score in. But still, that's huge for Talibobo. They score 43 points in total in this first 2 minutes now. Ronald sniping in again. The final slash might be activated. He goes on to Toonslim though. Doesn't go on the Blissey. Maybe he lost vision there, or he just want to go on the Sylveon. He doesn't have Feint attack ready. Goes into the illusion. Goes back in, but he gets taken down by Blissey. And now Toonslim might also go for slash. Kenny as Edigos is also going to fall, and they both go down a second time.
Wow, great fights here from Talibobo. Right now, Ascended haven't been able to score a single point, and they've been getting shut down in these team fights. Huge solar beam from the Mew. And we're getting ready here. 7 minutes. Multiple members of Talibobo ready for this. We keep the Zoroark and Scyther up in the top pass so they can continue getting experience for their side. Elo just getting pushed towards the enemies right there. Can you ever KO Slowbro? We're going to find out. They're trying right now. No. Making it back to this goal as Reggie Steele is down here, and this is a big objective for both of these teams. They're trying to decide who's going to get Oblivion, getting caught right here, having to use its Mew Unite as Toon jumping in here using a Unite of its own. Glaceon uniting right back too. We do have a KO now. Mew does go down. Talibobo is starting guarding this Registeel. We can see it behind us. Blissey slapping it up a little bit as Tyranitar goes down here. Registeel still getting chipped here by Talibobo. It's time for them to try to secure this thing. The Icy Wind ready to take it, and they do.
Man, Toon is just like in their face right now. He just keeps missing and firing over them. He's already getting 2 KOs. He's so aggressive, dashes in again, and Toon just hard carrying this team fight on that Mystic Fire Sylveon. They couldn't do anything about it. He just kept jumping in, and they just couldn't lock him down. And he did so much just damage over time with that Mystic Fires landing onto his opponents. Those auto attacks with Rapid Fire Scuff and Muscle Band. And he just zoned 4 characters on its own there. Huge play by Toon Slim. Of course, it's not too fancy because it's Mystic Fire Sylveon. You just kind of just press your buttons, but still. Knowing your limits, having a great Unite move to also finish off the Mew, just coming out of the Unite move. Wonderfully timed by Toon. And they look for this push on Regieleki as well. Now, if it's going to go in, they can have a huge overcap. Klaus is looking for it, going for Elo right now. Zorak is looking for Scyther. There's the Blizzard flying in. They're going to look for Overlord. Here's the final slash though. And Scyther doesn't have Unite. He's going to come out for now. Yutao is going to join with the Icy Wind. They're going to start looking for Elo. He's dropping super low again, but Hassi Amnesia is going to heal up a ton. And Regieleki is going to go down right here. But they get CrisHeroes at least, Turnitas down, the Raid Boss. And Icy Wind, he's going to eject button after him. Can't quite get him, and Elo's finally going to... Is he going to fall? Yes. It just takes so much effort to take on the Slowbro. 40 going for Klaus. 181 points now against 23. So Talibobo in such control.
Whoa. Man, they are rocking these fights. Just incredible here. We do have more of a late game composition, to be fair, on the side of Ascendant. You know, they have that Tyranitar here, but these two Eevees are crushing it for Talibobo right now. You're like you said, Toon Slim always in their face, never giving them an inch, constant damage from the Mystical Fire, and it's really hard to KO this Pokemon. It's actually a very, very tanky attacker on the side of Talibobo. And then you have Glaceon getting all the experience it needs. It's already level 11, so those Icy Winds are going to hit like a truck right here. We're going to see if Oblivion's able to pick something up here on this Mew. It doesn't feel like it's been as impactful as some of the Mews that we've seen in some of the other matches right here, as they're looking possibly for some points here on the top path, but they're just going to have to run away from it.
Yeah, turn to level 10.5. Still looking for a bit of impact. Overlord also couldn't really find too many KOs yet. But we have a bottom Reggie fight popping off, and it's going to be a steal, so it's a lot of extra damage. Snorlax with a Unite move, eject button, knocking up Slowbro and Eldegoss, but that's not 2 key members they kind of want to go for. Yutao running back to dodge the boost auto attack. Scyther getting locked up by the Slowbro, but they don't have any follow-up damage, do they? Klaus is going to activate his move now, looking for Mew. Can he finish him off? No, he can't, but Reggie goes off to the side of the Sylveon somehow. He's going to claim it. 3 go down, 4 go down on the side of Ascendant. Only Overlord's last person standing, and they're going to score another 11 and 50 points. Nice overcap as well, 45 points. And Talibobo, Ascendant has no chance in this game right now. Absolutely 0 chance.
Oh my gosh,
Talibobo
making it look easy right here in game number 2. What a... wait, was that Stone Edge? No, that was...
No. I think it's the activation of Ancient Power, yeah.
Okay, for a second there,
it always confuses me too.
this can't happen. This can't happen right now. Okay, yeah, Talibobo making it look easy in game 2. They're just dominating this match right now, up by over 200 points. A minute and a half before we have the big Rayquaza spawn. Once again, I mean, the big thing that we have on the side of Ascended is a Tyranitar. It's this late game monster. But besides that, Talibobo was just looking fantastic, and Ascended looks like they're way, way behind.
They are so on point. Toon Slim again, just jumping in as well, over and over again with the Mystic Fire Sylveon. Zorak is getting taken down. Yutao's almost level 40 now. And this late game Glaceon does way too much damage. It feels illegal at some point how much damage it can put out with an Icy Wind. When you hit that Freeze Dry onto an enemy Pokemon, you get more special attack as well. So that's the combo right there. And you can walk into fight, having one Icy Wind ready, then your Freeze Dry Icy Wind, your next Icy Wind's already up, and you can Icy Wind again and just counter one-shot almost any Pokemon in those late game team fights. And looks like he doesn't have enough Core Reduction, so keep up his Icy Wind permanently. So that's going to be a bit of an issue. But yeah, it's so difficult now to play against this Icy Wind Glaceon.
Here we go, 27 seconds until the bottom spawns, which means there's really not enough time to deal with it because Ray spawns right after it. You have to KO it too fast. Right now, Regieleki is going down here for Ascended. They're just going to need to reset and get ready for this fight as they're way behind in level. Maybe if they can catch Yutao, maybe if they can catch this Scyther, but they need a massive catch inside of this fight, and they need to empower their Tyranitar to somehow win this thing. Nice Scald right here. Blissey maybe a little out of position here as Scyther is possibly looking for a pickup here in this top path. Here comes Toon. Here comes the big final attack here from that Zoroark as Toon jumps in, right? Gets a massive KO. Klaus is grabbed, but no one's there to do anything about it. Mew with a big solar beam right here. The boosted, but nothing can happen there. Scyther jumping in, trying to take down this Slowbro right here. Curios ready to fight, but wow, they were just so out of position with that Unite move from Slowbro. They didn't get any value from it, Chris.
Yeah, and the Icy Wheels are looking for the chaos. They're going to find Mew with the double EV. Sivio and Glaceon are going to take it down. The Snorlax says Unite. He's going to lock up 3. He's going to lock up Slashcan again. He has to dodge it with its Unite move. He's forced to use it. He's going to heal himself up. But the Glaceon is still for HP. Blizzeon's also still up. It's going to go into Scyther. 2 are down on Self-Ascendant. But Zorok is still back alive. He has Unite move up. Overlord has to look for an insane play right here. Can he make it happen? Slowbro's going to fall. There it is. And he's not going to get it. He just dies. Rayquaza goes over to the Scythe of Talibobo. And they're going to take a absolute stomp in the second match. It wasn't even close from minute 1 on. What an insane stomp.
Talibobo
Wow.
taking game number 2 in commanding fashion. Wow, what a match from Talibobo. That was extremely impressive. No one has taken a game like that off of Ascended. No
Absolutely incredible. One KO for Ascendant. 1 KO. That's all they got this entire match. That was absolute domination. Only 1 score as well of the Edigos. 1 score, one KO, and that's all Ascendant got from Talibobo. Absolutely incredible. Talibobo believer, because I think I am too. I mean, they're looking incredible. Can they take a 3-0 over the reigning world champion? I'm going to find out. We have Blissey banned, and we also have Urshifu banned. So Overlord not getting this Urshifu today, right? He was popping off in the grand finals yesterday with it, and he's not getting it this time around. I mean, he's even banning it himself because they don't want to give it over to Yutao, is also a great Urshifu player.
Ooh.
And they're trying for the Sableye. Bring out the big guns.
That's big. If they have Sableye, also they can, more comfortably put Oblivion back on their Dodrio. So it's a really solid.
And Blissey's gone.
There.
Blissey is gone, so pick up a Slowbro and a Scyther. All right. Oh, it's Overlord just going to be like, just guys, just let me play Lucario now. I want to play Lucario. Leave me alone. Let's see if he's going to do it. No, it doesn't look like it. No, Lucario. Back to the Lucario and maybe a Delphox. For the side, yeah, there's the Lucario. Okay, he is done. But it's just not Lucario. Lucario's not the same anymore, right? It's so difficult now to actually make this Lucario work.
Yeah, it's really tough. We're seeing Eldegoss get picked up. I wonder what the final pick is here for Talibobo. Ooh, really?
Well, really? They just...
You
I
do
feel
not like it.
It just doesn't work, and then the other team picks it, and there's like... I don't know. They see it not working out, and they just pick it themselves. But there has... I mean, it's a good Pokemon. I'm not saying it's not a good Pokemon, but like, with how much good the early game was last game, I'm quite surprised they're going for it. And there's the Buzzroll as a counter to the Ancient Power, so you might see a Sandtomb as well.
Interesting picks here on the side of Ascended. I mean, the Lucario, surprising. Oblivion bringing out this Buzzwole here. And now we've got this Sableye, which can be a big difference maker in a lot of these games.
For sure.
It's one of those weird Pokemon where you don't see it on the stat screen, but you feel it in the match. Oh, game 3. Talibobo might sweep the world champions right now. I can't believe it. Ascended needs to fight back hard and try to win this thing. They need to win 3 in a row to win Rivals.
And it's Yutao and Tyranitar, so it's going to be a Sandtomb. He has been playing Sandtomb, so the Buzzroll, let's see what it's going to do. I feel like it's not going to do all too much, I'm going to be honest right here. I think they thought about picking it to counter Ancient Power, but Yutao doesn't even play Ancient Power, so maybe there's some other things they want to do with it. Maybe just win top lane very hard, right? It's one of the best early game Pokemon. If it gets to level 5, it does so much damage on the Superpower, especially early game. And yeah, maybe the Sableye Buzzroll can just take down targets left and right. I mean, they need it very badly.
We might have a pause here.
All right, everyone has loaded in. And we're heading into our 3rd match. Could be the final one. We could have also potentially 3 more matches. Buzzroll actually not going for top side, yeah, because we have Overlord. He's actually going for jungle. I would have rather have than Delphox jungling, but yeah.
Well, I mean, that level 5 from Buzzwole,
it's very strong.
To be fair, is one of the best power spikes in the game for a level 5 power spike. So there's a lot there, and it also plays well in Path though now too. It's so good in Path, so it is a very interesting pick on the side of Ascended. That's for sure. Yeah,
they might just get it to level 5 fast and then have the Delphox jungling at some point, right? After it gets to level 5. Was Oblivion the Leech Life player from yesterday? Did he play Leech Life?
He might.
There was one lunch Leech Life player yesterday. I'm not sure if it was Oblivion or not, but I remember in North America we had one lunch with Leech Life. It could have been him, I'm not sure. But yeah, the fight is breaking out on bottom path. Megu's dropping quite low, but Slowpoke is quite tanky as well. There's Oblivion with the first gank on top. Let's see what he's going to have on this first gank. Is it going to be Leech Life? Is it going to be Superpower? Do you want to see a Leech Life? I mean, I kind of don't want to.
I do now. Now,
Do you let him
now
cook?
that it's possible, I kind of want to let him cook. Let's see
All
if he
right.
ends up cooking. It's a superpower.
Nice.
Doesn't end
This
up
is-
cooking. He's cooking in his own way, and that's fine. And here we go. Elo in a lot of trouble here, having to eject to get out of there. Utao now in a lot of trouble. Here comes the extreme speed Lucario. This is Overlord's Lucario right here. Massive double KO pickup in this top path as they grab Klaus in a lot of trouble. Ascended looking very good. Here comes Mew, but he actually might be in a lot of trouble as well if he doesn't get out of here. Blocking that, body blocking it, taking a big Electro Ball there. Ooh, nice play by Elo right there, pushing Toon out of that Solar Beam. I didn't even think about that you could cancel that.
Yeah, amazing. And now Lucario might be going down on top lane. They're still chasing him. Solar Beam is going to hit. No, it's actually going to miss, but Eligos is going to take this KO after the boosted auto attack lands. That one can't miss. And Talibobo at least getting 1 KO on Lucario. But good start for Ascendant. They take down 3. And now the Breakson is going towards the jungle. Superpower is going to stay top. I mean, Superpower. Basso is going to stay top lane with the Superpower and take all these last hits now. Servus has to be careful. We have the Smackdown activated. So now it's very scary to play against a level 7 Basso, especially this early on. If you get caught in that Smackdown, you're just dead. You're gone.
And it looks like Delphox was able to get its level 6 here from part of the central area. So it only took the blue buff in that central area, sending Buzzwole back to get the rest of it here as Toon makes his way down to the bottom path, just putting some damage onto Slash, who's been playing an insane mime throughout this tournament. Just one of the best mimes I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, all the mimes have probably done a incredible job, but he's a very, very good mime player. And now we have a level 7.5 Tyranitar. So, I mean, Jupiter, he still has a long way to go before he gets to the Tyranitar evolution. And we have 13 seconds until the Reggie spawns. So, this could be Ascendant's game to take. And there we go. Lucario is going to get a KO on Scythe on top side. And Edo living on 1 HP. Servus is probably going to stay here up as well. Talibobo might just so contest it and just hope that the Muse can steal it away with the Solar Beam. Because I don't expect a teamfight to be happening. But Scyther does rotate towards bot path.
Yeah, Scyther is walking down here. We have Slowbro watching this a little bit. Mew just kind of picking this off a little, but they're going to get that healed back through that power swap. Here comes Sableye, just pushing them back a little bit. Massive pickup there for Ascended as they walk down to this Regirock. That Solar Beam is going to do nothing right now except just chip Regirock a little bit lower. And look at that. Big plays here from the Buzzwole coming in with the Unite. It wants to pick up this KO, but no, it is not going to be able to make it inside this Flux Zone and get the KO, but that's an easy Regirock onto the side of Ascended. They might pick up a Tyranitar here as well, as we do have Tyranitar using its Unite move, bringing him into the sand, looking for a double KO right here. It's stomping. It's chasing the mime. Can it get 2? Let's go. There's 2 on the side of Talibobo. Great refight from Ascended.
As I mentioned, that's the Santo, but now Overlord also wants to play. He's diving in with the XP3 Bone Rush, but it really doesn't do as much damage anymore as it used to, and he just can't confirm any KOs, but at least makes them go away and not be able to score any more points. So yeah, Tyranitar. Actually, there was a big mistake there by the Buzzwole. He didn't go for the last hit on the NTD, which gave it over to Tyranitar, who then actually got level 9 on the bottom defense to be able to do it. So one NTD could have been a game decider right here to bring Talibobo back into the match, and Basso should have just tried to focus it down, and that could have, like, one NDD could just make the difference right now. One NDD.
One DD is all it takes.
Yeah, apparently so.
Here we go, getting ready for this Regieleki fight. Again, not the same kind of priority that you see at the bottom Regis right here. They're actually just using it, you know, sort of as a proxy to try to fight against Talibobo right here. We do have a Unite move on the side of Scyther, but it looks like they're just peeling back right here. They know it's not a safe fight yet, waiting for the rest of the members of their team to get up here. Here comes the Unite move onto the Buzzwole, but really not finding any value out of that either. And that's, it looks like it could just walk. I'm wondering if they're going to try to push this fight, Chris.
Yeah, they could. If Delphox Unite up Mr. Mime Unite, they could maybe just go in, but they're so scared of diving probably into the Centum Tyranitar, right? If you overextend into it and are not careful enough, suddenly the game just looks very bad if that guy gets some experience. So we're super careful. Bot lane, we have a interesting fight where nothing really happens. We call those bad noodle fights normally. A Mime against a Slowbro, both are just kind of healing up on each other. Overlord is diving in, and he just gets taken. He just died. He just died.
Yeah, he just gets taken out right there. Delphox up there for the defense, but I don't know if it can fight against 2 of them. We're going to have to find out as we have a fight breaking out in this bottom path right here, just securing some experience. We've got the leash onto the Buzzwole. I love seeing so much Buzzwole here as this Registeel is starting right now. 3 members from both teams down here jumping in, trying to get this Mew, trying to get a big KO right here. If it can take this Mew out early, they'll make sure that their opponents don't have a big secure move. big Unite move from Mew, just negating all of that damage, and now you're going to have to eat a big boosted attack and go down. Here comes the T-Tar onto Overlord, the big Sand Tomb trying to pull them in, and now Ascended is having to run back here. Mime actually saying, no, we are not doing that. We are pushing this fight, jumping in right here with a Unite move of their own. Here comes Tyranitar's Unite. Overlord diving to the back line right here. Klaus looking to rip this up. Overlord going down right here. The only one here is Elo. Is he able to secure? He is not. There it is. Mew with the big secure as they continue to push this. Nice double KO on the side of Talibobo. Might get punished for it, though, and they do.
Oh, Klaus goes too deep there. Was a bit too excited. He used his Unite move on Sableye. And did our spectator to see? No way.
No way.
What just happened? Gamma?
What? We don't know.
We don't know what just happened. No.
I could not tell you. I could not tell you.
The server got a headache. Scyther's laying on the ground there.
I think so.
What's going?
I can't do anything.
But you're here.
I'm still in the game.
You're still in the game.
I'm disconnected from the server, probably.
Okay.
What?
I'm gonna try to log in right now and see if I can spectate from friends this very fast.
See if you can spectate their game.
I wanna try.
All right, we're freaking back, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. Oh man.
There's some technical issues right here, but it's totally fine. He's gonna take over from here. We saw Klaus going down in this fight, and now we have 1 minute 30 left for this Rayquaza spawn. Very low point game so far, Jake. Very low points.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry. Okay. Here we are. Wow. Okay. The purple side right now, if you're just joining us or if you're a little confused where we are, our purple side is Ascended. They need this win right here. If they don't get this win, Talibobo takes this series 3-0. Ascended, your world champions right now, being beat up a little bit by Talibobo believers. They could sweep this entire series here in Unite Rivals. 1 minute left until Rayquaza. It's so incredibly close, but that's going to put him a little bit ahead. 112,
and now, yeah, the Tyranitar's almost level 40 now. He's going to be so insane for this last team fight of this match, hitting to level 14. Now looking towards top. We have another Regieleki spawning. Looks like those teams might be going for it slowly. We have 44 seconds left for that Rayquaza to spawn. Oblivion, he's gonna fall off now. Like late game team fight, Buster can work if you find that pick off, but it's quite difficult.
This could be a nice pick for them. I mean, it could walk towards their tier 2, possibly give them the ability to score something on, but it looks like actually members of Talibobo are coming up here possibly to stop this. We've got Delphox finally here at level 11, so it's gonna look pretty good in this final fight. Did they get to catch Tyranitar here? Who's up here? Oh, it's Scyther! They catch Scyther at 215. It's going to be down all the way until Rayquaza right here. So they could decide to take this fight early if they can start picking off members of Talibobo right here. Nice position to be in if you are the world champs Ascended.
Yeah, no, Utah might be looking for the engage. He's level 14. I don't think he has to be too scared. And Ascended is looking for this Rayquaza slowly. They're gonna have a hard time team fighting. Only level 12 Delphox. Can they score maybe top? The Regieleki is in. Is anyone gonna go there? Oblivion is looking for it. Confusion hits and hits the Tyranitar. And Rayquaza is dropping in HP. I feel like at this point, we have to make something happen for the side of Talibobo. They don't want to have a flip, right? They have the level 14 Tyranitar. They don't want to just have it decided by a 50-50 necessarily. So Slowbro looking for the surf right here, catching Mime. Confused Ray is going to hit the Slowbro. Can they maybe somehow kill Slowbro? He's going to neck up again. Can they finish him off? He can't get Syapu out, or can he? There's the Unite from the Buster. They're going to go inside. That's going to go, and he's going to dive in very deep. What's happening to Rayquaza? It's still at full HP. Looking back to this Tyranitar. He's at level 14.
Wow. What a fight there. What a start. They're pushing the Delphox out right now. Rayquaza is going down. It is at half right now. They see that on the side of Ascended. They're now trying to move in here. Lucario making their way through the bottom pit. So is Buzzwole here. Huge jump in. There's the Sand Tomb looking for the KO on the Delphox or the Sableye. Delphox able to run out here. Scyther looking to try to get something to happen. There's a nice Pollen Puff to keep them alive. Slash does have a Unite move as they are moving in. They're trying to pick up this Slowbro. Big Unite also from the Sableye, catching them there into the Delphox Unite. Service goes down. Overlord is fighting them now. Utah with a double KO, trying to pick up a third, but not able to get it. Buzzwole slamming them down into their own sand. That's a double KO for the Mew. Multiple members are down, 3 down on the side of Ascended. That's 4 down. Only Mime is left, as it looks like Talibobo is going to run, try to make a score happen. happen. They're going to get something into this bottom path. How much is it? 40 points in the bottom path. That is going to put them up. He's trying to stop them here in the top path as Toon and Megu do the damage. There it is. We're putting it in right now. Talibobo scoring another 100. 12 seconds left, and they sweep the world champions and win Rivals. Unbelievable.
Incredible. This new formed European team taking down the reigning world champion with a 3-0. They become the United Rivals champions of 2023 in our Europe against North America clash. Insane by Talibobo believers. Who would have thought a clean 3... pretty much clean 3-0. They were in control of these games, and they made it look very easy. Incredible play by all these 5. Look at some damage numbers as well. The Trenchers didn't want to die in this last team fight. Toon with 88,000 damage. Klaus, Yutao, Servas, Toon Slim, and Megu taking the victory in the United Rivals. And also taking the win for Europe. Europe winning 3-1 against North America on top of it.
Europe winning 3-1. Beating the world champions here in the finals. We didn't know how Rivals was going to go. We knew that there were amazing teams from both sides, but EU showed up, won almost every single series, and then the craziest and most definitive victory of all of them basically was Talibobo taking 3 games off the world champs. Unbelievable. Talibobo. Wow.
Incredible. Actually just incredible. What an amazing tournament. Oh, I just don't even know. It was so fun.